Scout attention. Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Scout attention. Scout sign. Scout oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty, to guard my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout attention. Scout sign. Scout law. A scout is
Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
ready to.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our 2020 Laurel Hills Award Zoom meeting / dinner. I want to thank everybody for bringing their covered dish. And don't forget to take your plates on the way home. Thanks for all this lovely pizza that we have here, and I hope you enjoy it. There's napkins in the back if you need that. So just enjoy. Anyhow, we do have a nice program for you tonight. We're going to go over the awards that we would have had it if we had the meeting or the ceremony. So we hope you like it, and we should have a good time and grant recognition to those leaders who deserve it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our district event this year. I would like to recommend our wood badge training that will be hosted at Camp Conestoga on August 20th to 22nd, and then September 25th and 26th. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I can't wait to sign up for wood badge this year. Right now, we currently have 6 registrants, so please get your registration in early. It is $285 if you register before June 1st, so please get your registrations in early. We also have some service opportunities this year. We have partnered with Operation Santa Claus. Volunteers are needed to help out with Operation Santa Claus this year at a Jeanette warehouse. It is the Operation Santa Claus warehouse in Jeanette. Volunteers must be 16 years of age. It is going to be held December 14th, 15th, and 16th from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. If you are available to help, I will give you everyone the information, but it is being hosted by Trib Media. So that is a service opportunity for this year. Next opportunity we have is actually from St. Anne's Home here in Greensburg. We have an opportunity to help out with some of the residents there who may not have seen their family due to COVID. So please take a look at the smoke signals or take a look at the link that I provide for you, that St. Anne's is looking for basically some adoptive parents or adoptive grandkids for the residents of St. Anne's Home. And then finally, the council-wide service project is Cards for Our Troops. We have a card box in our lobby at the Council Service Center to send cards for our military personnel that are serving overseas. If any unit or any person would like to make or buy cards, Christmas cards, holiday cards for our service members, please drop them off at the Council Service Center by December 1st. Thank you, and I hope everyone has an enjoyable evening this evening, and we give out some great awards and have a great time.
So next, we would like to take a few moments to recognize some of the volunteers and units that helped make some of our district events possible this past year. In February, we held our annual Pinewood Derby Championship at the mall. This year, PAC 305 provided the track and some of the help and support to help make that event a success for all of our Cub Scouts that participated in the district championship. And then, since that happened in February, things got a little crazy in March and continuing for the next several months of the year. So unfortunately, we did not have our spring camporee or any of our day camp opportunities. But there were still plenty of ways that Scouts stayed active in their packs and troops to keep things going within their units, as well as an active program. When we resumed our fall programming opportunities, we kicked off October with our Cub Scout Fun Day, which was held at the Council Service Center as a way to welcome all of our newest Scouts into the program. We had activity stations hosted by PACs 305, PAC 370, PAC 416, and Pack 418. Troop 465 provided some adults to help make this event a success as well. Then we had our Weeblos Weekend and Fall Camporee that was hosted at the Fort Allen Farm Association. Troop 465 and Jason Butina spearheaded the events that made up the Fall Camporee portion, and Mike Hannawalt and Dan Lacko chaired the events that led up to the Weeblos Weekend portion. This gave all of our 4th and 5th grade scouts an opportunity to see troops in action and to get a little taste of what they would experience next year or the year after when they bridge into troops. So it was a very exciting year, a very different year for scouting, but we wanted to say thank you to all of those that help support our district programs as well as the programs within the units to help make sure that our scouts still had great opportunities available to them.
Okay, for Training Award, we have Justin Lawson, Brian Guess, George Delisandri, and Jonathan Stoops. For our Den Leader Training Awards, we have George Delisandri, Justin Lawson, and Aaron Schatz. And for a Unit Leader Award of Merit, we have George Delisandri.
All right. Good evening, everybody, again. My name is Jay Anderson. I have the privilege of announcing the District Award of Notable Achievement Awards, or the Dana Awards. And they look like this. So you should get something similar to that. Starting out, we have George Caldwell. George is a Scoutmaster from Troop 211 and an Assistant Scoutmaster for Troop 1211. He is always ready to go the extra mile for Scouts in both their troops and even Pack 211. George is also a big supporter of high adventure programs and does a lot of promotions with the troop to encourage Scouts to participate. Next is Andrew Simonella. Andrew has been a den leader in Pack 305 for the past 2 years. He has great ideas and helps fellow leaders make a better experience for their Scouts in the Pack and is a frequent participant in Pack events. Melissa Delisandri. Melissa is a den leader in Pack 305. She works well with Scouts, and they are always happy to see her work and to work with her. She helps out in any way she can with the Pack to make the experience fun. Brian Erdman. Brian is the committee chair for the Link Troops 211 and 1211. He works to make sure that everyone gets a chance to be involved and is a model for a positive attitude and living the Scout oath and law. Marianne Fabian. Marianne is a new member coordinator for all 3 211 units. She works with a whole range of scouting programs, from the youngest Cub Scouts to serving as a merit badge counselor for the troops, and is involved with the Girl Troop 2011 as well. Dan Giovanelli. Dan is the bear leader in Pack 211. He has been instrumental in planning and making positive things happen, not only for his den, but for the whole Pack, including attending Baloo training and getting Zoom meetings set up during the COVID pandemic. Nate Pigza. Nate is a Weeblos den leader in Pack 211. He approaches his role with enormous enthusiasm and goes above and beyond to meet the needs of his den and the Pack, especially by reaching out to families in his den during the COVID pandemic. He is generous and genuinely caring. Karen Poppernack. Karen has been a den leader in Pack 305 for 2 years. She brings her background as a teacher into her den and works well with scouts. She provides great ideas and is always helpful with the pack. Aaron Schatz. Aaron has been an irreplaceable part of Pack 305 for several years. He goes above and beyond what is asked of a den leader. His passion for scouting has made him fun and successful. Jonathan Stoops. Jonathan, an assistant Cub Master for Pack 211, is always ready to go the extra mile to provide a positive experience for scouts. He plans fun meetings and activities for both the pack and also the troop, and is always open to learning new things.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Bednarowski, and I will be presenting our 2 District Award of Merit awardees for this year. Our first 2020 recipient currently serves as a Scoutmaster for Troop 416 in West Point. He's been an active leader in the troop since its inception, first as an Assistant Scoutmaster and now for the past several years as Scoutmaster. During his time with the troop, he's mentored many youth to the rank of Eagle, including his 2 sons. A few years ago, he helped his troop attend the new high adventure opportunities at the summit in West Virginia. He has chaired or assisted in the planning of 3 district camporees, most recently the Fall Camporee at Fort Allen Farm Association, 3 Klondike Derbies, 2 council contingents to Philmont. He's a member of the council's High Adventure Committee and a member of the Order of the Arrow. He is married to Melissa and the father of 2 sons, who are both Eagles as mentioned, as well as 2 daughters. It is a privilege tonight to present the District Award of Merit to Jason Butina. Our next awardee has been involved in scouting for many years in a variety of positions, from committee member to charter representative, district and council camping chairman, and soon will serve as our Wagyon Lodge's next advisor. Within Troop 465, he is a frequent and active participant in troop meetings and functions. Because of his active involvement, he was a great candidate to take over as our district camping chair 3 years ago. The following year, he became the council camping chair and was in that position during lengthy discussions and decision-making processes behind making camp a success for all that attended this past summer. Outside of scouting, he is an active member of Herald Zion Lutheran Church. He is a husband to Lisa and father to 2 Eagle Scouts. It is my honor to present the District Award of Merit to Jeffrey Leidick.
Laurel Hills District, what do we say about 2020? It has been a trying year. It has been an exciting year. We got to learn a lot about each other. We got to spend some quality time at home with each other. Got to spend some quality time with the people that we love. And we got to learn that scouting is one of the few activities that can still be done over Zoom. So I am very proud that we had a great year this year. I'm very proud of some of the successes we have, and I wanted to share that with the rest of the district. After being delayed in the springtime, we did have a record year for scouting for food. We ended up with over 68,000 pounds of food council-wide donated to local food banks and local food pantries. Despite the pandemic and despite the limited training opportunities we had this year, our district, Laurel Hills District, had 54% of their direct contact leaders trained. That's Cub Masters, Den Leaders, Assistant Cub Masters, Assistant Den Leaders, Assistant Scout Masters, and Scout Masters. So that's on you. Thank you very much for making sure that these kids have a great program and you know what you're doing to make sure that their programs run right. One of the other successes we had this year, despite, I keep hearing the words despite COVID, but despite the pandemic and despite the struggles we did have, from Pecatonica, we were one of the best popcorn selling councils. We had 84% of our sales from 2019 this year. So very, very proud to say that people were still generous. People still wanted to help out the Scouts this year with our popcorn sale. Again, our top selling unit is Pack 476 out of Mountain View. They sold $33,390 worth of popcorn. And I wanted to crown our Prince of Popcorn this year. Jacob sold $7,380. So Jacob, congratulations, Pack 476. You did an amazing job again. Great leadership over there. I'm really proud that you guys are working with me and making us look good here in the Laurel Hills District. And Jacob, you'll be getting your own popcorn hat, not exactly like this. This one's a little old, but you'll be getting your own popcorn hat once it comes in the mail. So hopefully we get to see you soon, Jacob. Last thing I did want to talk about was our recruiting this year. We all felt the pinch. We all felt how difficult it was getting into schools, talking to the kids, engaging with the youth this year and trying to recruit new scouts. And again, despite COVID and despite what's going on, Westmoreland Fayette Council is in the top 10 councils of the entire nation in new member recruitment. We recruited 41% of what we did in 2019. So not top 10%, out of the 254 councils, we are in the top 10. Very proud of what we've done. Again, couldn't have done it without my leadership, couldn't have done it without my units, my unit leaders and their commitment to their scouts. I love the program. You all know I love the program. I'm very proud of what we can do together. A few weeks will be turning the calendar to January 1. New start. The things that we learned in 2020, we can apply to 2021 and make 2021 even better than we can imagine. So thank you, Scouts. Good night, Scouts. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I can't wait to see everybody in person again.
So I would like to just take a moment to thank all of our volunteers and everyone who has helped out this year. It's been a very, very tough year. Things have not gone the way we had hoped. Things have gone pretty awry at times. But I have to congratulate all of our leaders who have hung in there, stuck in there, found ways to still keep these units rolling along and moving forward. So from the bottom of my heart, I would just like to thank all of our leaders for all the work that they put in and all the extra effort that it's taken to maintain our units and to keep our units thriving. So thank you for all that. I would also like to just mention briefly the people that work through the district to help ensure that we can continue to help you with bringing the program forward. So first, I would like to recognize our district vice chair for program, Jay Anderson, district member at large, Paul Anderson, our training chair, Matt Fisher, our Eagle chair, Rob Gardner, district member at large, James Gettins, our camping chair, Hugh Hubble, district member at large, Glenn Johnson, district member at large, Darcy Kiefer, district member at large, Keith Kiefer, our activities chair, Dan Lacko, our popcorn chair, Velma Lacko, district member at large, Julie Olson, district member at large, Douglas Olson, our religious emblems coordinator, Stephen Williams, and our advancement chair, Lisa Yothers. Thank you to all of you who help out and make our district a successful district. Thank you.
As we've said several times this evening, 2020 has been a year completely like any other. But one thing it has taught all of us, from the scouts to the volunteers in the program, is resilience. We were able to persevere, we were able to adapt and make our program work so that the 997 scouts in our district and our 39 units were able to still have a great program and still get all of the values and characteristics that scouting has to offer. So thank you to everyone who learned Zoom, who learned Google Meets, who adapted their program, who found ways to make it work. It has been a different year, but a successful year because of the efforts that each and every one of you has done to make this year possible. I would also like to take a brief moment to thank those members of our commissioner staff. Our unit commissioners spend lots of time throughout the year working with our units and helping to make them be as successful as possible. So our unit commissioners include Diane Allen, Jim Gettins, Keith Kiefer, Dan Lacko, Velma Lacko, Julie Olson, Patrick Robinson, John Sherman, Steve Williams, and Lisa Yothers. We also have our Roundtable Commissioner team who works to put together educational topics every month at our roundtables, which are usually the third Thursday of the month. This year we have a new Roundtable Commissioner, Scott Nager. We have our Scouts BSA Commissioner, Roundtable Commissioner, Herb Harris, and our Cub Scout Roundtable Commissioner, George D'Alessandri. So in addition to the thank you that I extend to every volunteer in our program, I did want to take a special moment to thank them for the time and talents that they share with our units to help make the program the best that it can be. So thank you for everything, and we'll see you next year.
All right, I would like to share one of, well, I have several motivational stories that I've experienced throughout my life, and I like to share them from time to time. And I kind of like this one, and it's a story about how to train fleas. And if you want to train fleas, what you have to do first is stick them in a jar. As soon as you put them in that jar, they'll just keep jumping right out without any problem because they can jump that high. So if you want to train those fleas, what you do is you put a lid on the jar, and they'll still keep jumping, but they'll be banging their heads off that lid and banging their heads off that lid. And you come back maybe an hour later and they're still banging their heads off that lid. Come back maybe 2-3 hours later, and all of a sudden you notice they're not hitting their head on the lid anymore. And you can literally take the lid off of the jar and they'll just keep jumping and jumping, and they'll be like an inch short of the lid. And they won't jump out no matter what you do. And, and that's because they've been trained. They think that that's the limit on how high they can jump. Like that's how high they can fly. It is just short of the edge of the jar to get out for freedom. And, you can kind of relate this to people, and they have self-imposed limitations they put on themselves. I mean, there's legit limitations that, some people may have physical limitations, but as far as, your ability to reach your goals for whatever you want to do, I mean, you just have to realize that there's self-imposed limitations and there's real limitations. And these self-imposed limitations are the ones you put on yourself. And all you need to do is figure out how to jump out of the jar, and you have no more limitations.
Softly falls the night of day, as our campfire fades away. Silently each scout should ask, have I done my daily task? Have I kept my honor bright? Can I give to sleep tonight?